So Fumi, why don't we start just by telling us a little bit about what's just a short synopsis of what's happened in Nigeria. I've seen the hashtag #EndSARS. Can you just tell us a little bit about what's happening in Nigeria and just an initial bit of what's prompted you to do this?
Yeah, so back home in Nigeria, #EndSARS started trending around early October. People came out, mostly youth, and they don't have any leader. They just came out to protest about, ending police brutality. They came out to actually, asking for better government. Even though there are so many issues on the ground going on in Nigeria, so the end police brutality is just like one out of the 10 issues going on. So it's just a means for people to actually express their anger right now. And then the protest started in October. So when it started, people moved together peacefully, asking for government to end police brutality, give us a better, system reform for the police. And it was really peaceful at the beginning until, a few weeks ago when the whole thing went the other way around because some hoodlums hijacked the protest and it became bad.
And so I imagine it was quite violent based on what I've seen. So who are the victims in this? Who ended up being victimized mostly by this?
So mostly by the protest, the vandalization actually, it was really terrible. Majorly small businesses, public and private organizations, they have all been affected by the vandalization. And on the night when the peaceful protesters gathered to actually voice out their opinions and all of that, Nigerian army came and then, opened fire on the protesters and it became really, really terrible. So yeah, majorly right now, private organizations, small businesses, even families, they've all been affected by the violence.
So tell me a bit about your foundation and what you're wanting to do on the ground in Nigeria.
So when the whole thing started, I was really, severely traumatized. I was sickly. I saw so many videos online how they were actually shooting the peaceful protesters. And I was really sick about it, Matt. I was like, no, this shouldn't be. So all through the night, I was thinking of what I can actually do to help. How can I actually come into this? So I have a foundation back in Nigeria that sees into helping families and children, majorly low-income earners. We try to support their small businesses. Some of them don't have capital to start a business. Some of them are actually employable, but they can't find a job. And many of them have kids, like 2, 3 kids, and they are jobless. So my foundation usually helps these people to raise little capital to start a business so they can support their families. So I wanted to use that platform to actually raise little funds.
So this organization, so you've already been doing this through this organization. You've been supporting families, helping people get money together to start small businesses. So you set this up a long time ago, right?
Yes.
I went online and I was blown away. I looked at it and I thought, oh my goodness, she's been doing this for a while. This is organized. This is intentional. And so now that this violence has happened and many of these small businesses have been hurt and families are hurt, what do you want to do to try and help them? So you want to use your organization, but you're raising some funds too, aren't you? How are you doing that?
Yeah, so I know mostly for charity organizations, we always look for a way to, it's not something you can do all by yourself. You need to get people involved, friends, church family, people around. You need to create awareness for them to know what you're doing. So mostly the December period, Christmas time, we usually do like a Christmas package where we try to support families by providing Christmas baskets for them. So I was like, if I'm going to do that on Christmas Day, for me to raise fund again for, the EndSARS protest, it might be too much for us right now. So I said the best way is to actually come out there to get people involved and, ask for support. So I created a GoFundMe account so people can, donate whatever they can afford to help.
Well, that's awesome. So if any individual wants to help support these businesses through your foundation and help give them maybe a little better Christmas this year, one of the ways we can do that is to go to your GoFundMe page and you can donate through that. Okay,
exactly.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so mostly what we did right now to support the protest back home, we collected a list of businesses affected. And out of those businesses, we have huge organizations that we know there is nothing we can give them that can actually help them right now. But out of the list we have, our intention is to actually pick like 2 small businesses, and whatever we raise, nothing is too small for me right now. Even $200 is not small. As long as we can give back to these small businesses to show that they are not alone in time like this, that's just what we are planning to do.
Amazing. And explain to me how all of this kind of relates to your faith and the testimony of the church. Just give me a little bit of that.
Yeah, I believe that mainly, I remember when I founded the foundation, we try to align our goals with maybe UNICEF, but number one goal we have is to actually demonstrate the practical love of Christ. That's just the number one agenda. And when I see things like this, what I usually think about what is going on in the whole world right now is, if Jesus were to be around right now, what will Jesus do? So my mind is always there to just reach out to support people in a little way that I can. And this is not just about me. Even the church family, I know I've been part of the church family, and I see how caring the church family, they are always out there to support and help people regardless of the situation. So it's just a way for me to demonstrate the love of Christ. And I don't want to do this all alone. I believe the Church of God too, this is what they love to do. And I said, okay, it will be a pleasure for me to share this with you. I just want to say, whatever people give at this point in time, we believe in transparency, we believe in accountability, and we believe that is one of the ways the people around can actually, demonstrate and show the love. And I'm praying for healing for the people and the families affected back in Nigeria, because right now, many people are crying, the youths are hungry, frustrated, they want justice, they want change. And I know I'm not back home. The only way to, help is by doing this.
I'm reminded that the Apostle Paul talks about adorning the gospel with good works. And
yes.
so that's a beautiful way we can just express the love and the mercy of Jesus. So thank you for sharing all of this with us. I'm looking forward to sharing it with the whole church family. And it's great. It's wonderful.